All right, this is episode 14 of Karjaka and Coffee. I'm Alex Karjaka coming at you with some Paisley vest action and to match with my blue Batman mug. I'm pretty sure I've had this mug 30 years. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about don't discount your past art. And in my case, I have a hard time looking at old photos, whether it's 6 months ago or 6 years or 16 years in some cases. So right now I picked up a wonderful new editor, Stephanie, who I'm going to put in this link to tag her and all this. She is doing this huge revamp of my images on my websites and my portfolio and some new marketing material that's coming out. And in doing so, I've had to now go through the archive for the last 20 some years of photographs. And holy cow, I've grown as a photographer, as you've grown, as whatever art form you're working on or whatever career you are. But it's hard. I just want you to know is even as a professional, as somebody that teaches at Parsons and that has had international campaigns, it's hard to look at old photos or any kind of old art. Even as a clarinetist, I listen to old recordings myself and I go, ooh, that, how did I not, the intonation's out, or how did I not hear that clicking, or what is this, or this is a little bit sloppy. In music, we're always recording ourselves in our practice sessions because we're focused on when we're performing, okay, how's this sounding? I got to get to this next bar. I've got to do this whole thing. And there's a lot that we miss. And so we do essentially a portfolio review every time we record our recording sessions, or practice sessions. And then we go, okay, I'm missing all these 40 other things. And photographers do that too. We just call them portfolio reviews. So when you meet with other industry professionals or you hire a wonderful new editor like Stephanie, and then you as a photographer get to go through your own photos from however many years ago. And for me, the stuff that worked out really well, I understand what worked. And the stuff that didn't, I also understand why it didn't, but there was a hint of something, there was something good there. There was an essence or feeling, or the light was coming along. It wasn't quite where it is, or I didn't get the background right, or I didn't get the moment right, or I didn't connect. But that's not to say that we just throw out the baby with the bathwater. We don't delete all those photos. We use them as a reminder, of where we came from, but also I'm a big advocate of when you're editing your own photos and spending time as that process of editing and culling, and we'll talk more about that in future episodes. That also is going to teach you more about your style, how you're photographing, how things are working with the photos and the books that you're reading and the galleries that you're going to and the art that you're consuming and how that's influencing your photos and the art that you're making. But that doesn't mean, like I said, we don't want to get rid of those old recordings. We don't want to get rid of, and practically speaking, it's the internet. So I see old photos of mine forever held in the annals of history because we have the internet. We've got Instagram. My photos are being stolen from China all the time, and that's kind of how things go. And so my advice and guidance to you as we talk about past photos, it's just embrace that this was the best that you could do in that moment in time. That's who you are. And now you're here and now you're moving forward. And so I look at the photos I took last week and they were good. And I'm sure in 6 months or 6 weeks, I'll be gosh, why didn't I do this, that, and the other? And that's because we're always expanding. We're always developing who we are as artists, as visionaries. It's, even raising yourself to be a human being or children or whatever that you are passionate about. As you get more information and live life, you're going to theoretically develop more into a higher being. And so naturally, when you look on the past, you'll look at it, everything's 2020, but you'll look at it from a place of I would suggest a place of wonder and encouragement for yourself. And don't beat yourself up. Before I really got deep into photography, I, for whatever reason, always kind of blew out my highlights. There's so many great photos that I have where the whites in the shirts or the background just blown out. And for whatever reason, it took me however many years to kind of figure out, I can do this better. I can be a better photographer and not bring so much fine art, but make it, unless that's like something I was trying for, but I think I was just figuring myself out. And so now I know I've got 40 other techniques to go around, like to fix those things when I'm on set. And I've got a team always beating me up, reminding me not to do certain things. Anyway, that's a little bit of rambling, but good information nevertheless. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Enjoy the past, celebrate the future, and be excited that you're developing as a human, as a photographer, as an artist, whatever your preferred way of being is. Anyway, I'm Alex Karjaka of Karjaka Studios, wishing you the best in your old photo perusing, whether it's on your iPhone or in your catalog. And don't forget to subscribe and follow and all those wonderful places, YouTube, our email blasts, Instagram, and everything that is Karjaka. Cheers.